Sons of Argentus, gather round. Hear the story of the founding of our land, the story of the silver tree. Long ago, there was a kingdom, divided into 10 provinces among 10 noble lords, each with their own distinctive animal crest. They were led by an old king whose wisdom was renowned throughout all the lands. The nobles often turned to him in times of distress, and this was one such day. They had come to express their desperation. The failure of harvests, granaries near empty, peasant revolt was imminent. During the midst of this meeting, a messenger comes in
My liege, I have a message for
to
you.
inform the king that a mysterious visitor has come to the gate and requests an immediate audience. Half from curiosity and half from desperation, the king decides to visit the visitor. A mysterious old woman, dressed as a beggar, proposes her offer. Carrying a sack of dirt and a twig, she says that this sapling will grow into a radiant tree. Its very presence will not only return unending prosperity to the land, but it will give the king wisdom to discern who are his true subjects. Of course, this miraculous plant would be given in exchange for all of the remaining grain in the kingdom. The king moves to leave, but then pauses. Is it really possible, he thinks, to know who are my truly loyal subjects? He decides to accept the woman's offer. He brings out the grain from the castle as the first installment of what is to come from the rest of his kingdom. The woman, keeping with her end of the bargain, plants the mysterious tree in the middle of the castle square and leaves with the grain from the rest of the kingdom. The king returns to his anxiously awaiting council. He informs them of the encounter, of the proposal, of his decision, and of the edict that is to go to the remaining provinces. They react predictably. Uproar ensues. Furious at what appears to be a ludicrous and irresponsible decision, the nobles debate the matter for hours. Even the king begins to lose hope, doubting the wisdom of the risk he has taken. In the end, 6 nobles abandon the king and his council, leaving only 4. These 4, although angered, renew their allegiance to their king. A flicker of hope remains. He thinks, perhaps not all is lost. The edict is a hard blow to the already starving land. Essential livestock must be slaughtered simply for survival. Already empty granaries have their last morsels removed and taken away. The following morning, peasants and lords alike all gather in the castle square. All eyes of the realm have turned to the sapling, the kingdom's final hope, and nothing happens. A disgruntled lord advances brazenly to destroy the barren sapling. He is repulsed by a loyal knight, and the 4 lords take up their position around the sapling. The tension in the air is palpable. Swords drawn, bows bent. A pitched battle begins. The lords of houses Aquila, Leonis, Pardus, Draco, Lacerta, and Vespa fall upon the blades of the 4 loyal houses. They defend the tree from attack, all the while as their despairing king looks on from the parapet. Greatly outnumbered, the blood of their knights is spilled over the sapling. And their lords are captured, led away to await certain execution. The bitter recollection of the old woman's prophecy haunts the king that night. When the full debt has been paid, when the full measure is reached, when the cup overflows, the king sits alone at his empty council table, his head in hands. He loses all hope in the tree, blaming himself for the awful events of the day. He trembles, knowing his enemies are coming for him next. But lo, a beam of radiant dawn floods the castle. The king rushes to the parapet, and lo, the sapling, not only has it sprouted leaves, but it has the dazzling aspect of silver. A spring flows from its very roots. Vigorous life bursts forth wherever these waters flow. And the king remembers the second half of the prophecy. The silver tree will take root and bloom from the courage of thy people. Around this tree a new kingdom arose, its name Argentus. Yet not all is well. The 6 houses of the rebellion, repulsed by the life-giving waters of the tree, fled into exile. They still attack our borders to this day, and the struggle intensifies. We have lost many good friends, but we have found new ones. This is the story of the realm of Argentus.